Today is the 7th and final day of Oddly Specific Top 10 List Week Volume 2. And what better way to end it with Smash? And hey, I'm sure if the final Smash character was an anime swordsman, that would be pretty disappointing, wouldn't it be? So, Smash and swords seem to go together swimmingly. So this is the top 10 swords in Smash Ultimate. Now, specifically the characters with the swords. I'm not counting any assist trophies that have swords, like any of the swords they use, nor am I counting like the beam sword. These are just the swords that the characters use. Anyways, before we get started, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell, and leave a comment, or I'll stab you.
I wanted to give to you, in the last part of your notes here, the significance spiritually of the number 10 in the Bible.
Saws are pretty cool. However, Corrin, Corrin's boring. Just everything about this character is boring, except for his sword called the Yato. Come on, for me, there is even kind of a running joke on this channel, where I just can't compliment Corrin no matter what. But let me just take a second to say that Corrin's Yato is a fiery saw sword. That's awesome, but unfortunately, Corrin won't get much longer than this. Brawl Meta Knight, Smash 4 Meta Knight, Smash Ultimate Meta Knight. Although falling on varying spots on each tier list, there is one thing that they have all in common. Meta Knight has a cool sword called the Galaxia. I really didn't know how else to segue into this, so just excuse that. But look at the sword. It's really small, but it looks cool. Also, Meta Knight is small, so it makes sense for the Galaxia to be small.
So I'm going to be giving this flavor 8.5 out of 10 scoops.
Can you guys think of a character in Smash that uses a sword, but you can't really call them a sword character? How about Steve? The sword is a very small percentage of his moveset, but he does have a very cool sword. Just like Steve himself, his sword looks unlike any other sword in the game, and kind of looks out of place in a way, which is funny. And Steve is also not really a swordie. Pretty cool.
36.
Very close, but that's not it. Let's go to Gary the Retard. What number between 2 and 4?
7.
Pira. Honestly, this entry can just be Pira, because canonically speaking, Pira herself is a fucking sword. But the sword she uses is called the Aegis, and honestly, it's a pretty cool sword. It looks like a fiery version of the Monado, and I like fiery swords, in case you couldn't tell with Corrin's Yato. It's also the most recent sword added to the game. Sure, that's something you paid a lot of attention to. For a character that was met with a bit of pushback for being another swordie, but, you know, not as much pushback because reasons, at least she has a pretty cool sword.
Okay, Mrs. Puff, what's my final score?
6. Woo! So Robin has this one sword that is alright, I guess. Call me dirty-minded, but it seems a little phallic shape to me. But then there is the Levin sword. Oh shit, look at this shit. I remember playing Fire Emblem Awakening and really wanting that sword, and hey, while Robin might be rather lame to play in Smash, at least he has a sword like that, the Levin sword. Damn.
Oh, chills. Literal chills.
It was number 5. Number 5 is with my brother.
Oh my god. So I was talking about Pyra's Aegis earlier, but sorry, I think Shulk's Monado is just much cooler. Shulk having the Monado blade is the closest thing we have to a character with a lightsaber. Sure, there is the beam sword, but that's an item. I said that doesn't count. This is a character who has the Monado sword, and it's a sword with its own slew of abilities, with jump, speed, smash, buster, and shield, and makes Shulk a very good character in the game. Come on, Shulk's Monado is really cool. Two characters share the spot, Chrom and Lucina, as they both have the same sword, the Falcon. If this was anyone else making this list, the Falcon probably wouldn't be this high, maybe even not on the list at all, but the Falcon is the sword Chrom uses, and Chrom is my main, which is why the Falcon is number 4. Moving on. What is the most iconic sword in video games? Yeah, I know you've thought long and hard about this, but probably Link's Master Sword. Probably the one that came to mind the first, let's be real. The Master Sword is straight up iconic and really cool. Honestly, I should just tell you why it's not higher. While it's iconic and cool looking, I just cannot say it's cooler than the top 2. That's all. But still, it's this high for just being straight up iconic. Like, it's almost in a way a symbol for the Zelda franchise. That's cool.
What kind of pencil do we take again?
Number 2. Take a number 2.
Looks like you took a big number 2.
Want to know the other sword that beat the Master Sword? Cloud's Buster Sword. Seriously, look at that Buster Sword. It's huge. The fact that Cloud can just swing it around like the willy-nilly, what more can I say? Yeah, I noticed that the top 3 are ones that are cool enough for you to agree, but Cloud's Buster Sword is massive, and that's cool.
I'm a Luigi, number 1.
There is a little joke about a certain character always following Cloud everywhere he goes, and similarly to how Cloud's Buster Sword comes in at number 2, Sephiroth's Masamune comes in at number 1. Look at the size of that thing. I mean, Sephiroth already is ripped and has a big ass sword, and he is somehow just as light as Kirby. Like, this basically just looks like a katana, really. Just really long. Do I need to say anything else? Sephiroth's Masamune comes in at number 1. So that was the top 10 best swords in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And that is the 7th episode of Oddly Specific Top 10 List Week. Thanks for watching. If you watched all 7 videos, thank you so much. I'm not going to make another top 10 video for a while. I don't even know if I'll ever do this again, if I'm being honest. This Oddly Specific Top 10 List Week. But, anyways, if you should like the video, come subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.